Have you ever wondered how many retirement benefits you might be entitled to right now without even knowing it? Because the truth is that millions of Americans over the age of 62 are leaving money on the table every single month. Not because they don't qualify, not because they filled out the wrong paperwork, but because nobody ever told them these programs existed in the first place. And before we go any further, I want to clear up one of the biggest misconceptions about retirement benefits in America. Many people believe that government assistance programs are only for people living in poverty. Others assume these benefits are only available to people with serious disabilities or extreme financial hardship. But neither assumption is entirely true. Some of the programs I'm going to discuss today are designed specifically for lower-income retirees. Others are available to middle-class homeowners, veterans, widows, and even retirees with substantial savings. That means whether you're living mostly on Social Security, drawing from a retirement account, or sitting in a fully paid-off home, there may be benefits on this list that you've never explored. And here's the problem. Nobody calls to tell you. No government agency sends a letter saying, "Congratulations, you qualify for additional benefits." No bank manager reminds you, no insurance company explains it. Most people simply continue paying more than they need to, while receiving less than they deserve. Today, we're going through 7 retirement benefits that many seniors overlook. Some could save you a few $100s a year. Others could potentially save you thousands. And make sure you stay until the end, because the final benefit is one of the most valuable programs available to retirees, yet it remains one of the least discussed. Let's begin. Benefit number 1 is Medicare savings programs. Now, if you're enrolled in Medicare, you already know that healthcare expenses can quickly add up. What many retirees don't realize is that Medicare itself offers programs that can help pay some of those costs. Depending on your income and assets, a Medicare savings program may help cover Medicare premiums, deductibles, coinsurance, and copayments. For many eligible seniors, this means hundreds or even thousands of dollars in annual savings. The surprising part is how many people qualify without realizing it. Income limits vary by state. The rules can seem confusing. As a result, many retirees never apply. If you're currently paying Medicare premiums out of your Social Security check every month, this is one of the first programs you should investigate. Now, let's move to benefit number 2, the Extra Help Program. Prescription drugs have become one of the biggest financial burdens facing retirees. Many Americans spend thousands of dollars every year on medications. But the Social Security Administration operates a program called Extra Help that assists eligible Medicare beneficiaries with prescription drug costs. This program can reduce monthly premiums, lower deductibles, and significantly decrease out-of-pocket medication expenses. Some participants save several $1,000s annually. And yet millions of people who qualify never submit an application. Again, the reason is simple. They don't know the program exists. Benefit number 3 is property tax relief. Now, property taxes are one of the largest ongoing expenses many retirees face. The mortgage may be gone, the house may be fully paid off, but the property tax bill keeps arriving year after year. Many states offer special exemptions, freezes, credits, or reductions for senior homeowners. The exact rules vary depending on where you live.
But in some locations, these programs can reduce property taxes dramatically. I've seen retirees save hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars every year simply because they completed a single application. The important thing to remember is that these benefits are usually not automatic. You often have to request them directly. Now let's talk about benefit number 4, utility assistance programs. Most people associate utility assistance with financial hardship. However, many programs specifically target older adults, regardless of whether they're living below the poverty line. Heating assistance, cooling assistance, energy efficiency grants, weatherization programs. These benefits can significantly reduce monthly utility costs, and for seniors living on fixed incomes, every dollar matters. Many local agencies operate these programs quietly. They rarely advertise heavily, which means countless eligible households never hear about them. Benefit number 5 is supplemental nutrition assistance. Now, before you stop listening because you think this isn't for you, hear me out. Millions of older Americans qualify for food assistance programs but never apply. Some avoid the program because of outdated assumptions. Others simply believe they earn too much. The reality is that qualification rules can be broader than many people realize. Even modest monthly food assistance can free up hundreds of dollars each year that can be redirected toward healthcare, housing, or savings. And when you're living on a fixed income, that flexibility can make a meaningful difference. Benefit number 6 is benefits for surviving spouses. This is one of the most misunderstood areas of retirement planning. When a spouse passes away, many surviving partners assume their financial options are limited. But Social Security survivor benefits can be substantial. In some situations, a surviving spouse may be entitled to receive a higher benefit than they are currently collecting. Unfortunately, confusion about the rules often leads people to make costly decisions. The difference between filing correctly and filing incorrectly can amount to thousands of dollars over the course of retirement. If you've lost a spouse or know someone who has, this is an area worth reviewing carefully. And now we arrive at benefit number 7, the benefit almost nobody talks about: state and local senior assistance programs.
Every year, billions of dollars in assistance flow through local governments, nonprofit organizations, and state agencies. Transportation assistance, home repair grants, senior transportation services, caregiver support, housing assistance, emergency financial aid. The list goes on and on. The problem is that there isn't one central location where all of these programs are advertised. You often have to know exactly where to look. And because most people never look, they never discover what's available. That's why so much assistance goes unclaimed every single year. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Notice a pattern? Every benefit we've discussed shares one thing in common. They're not automatic. The money doesn't arrive by itself. The savings don't appear magically. Someone has to ask. Someone has to apply. Someone has to spend a few minutes finding out what's available. And that's where most people lose out. Not because they're ineligible, not because they're irresponsible, but because life gets busy. Paperwork feels overwhelming, and nobody explains the process clearly. The result? Years of missed opportunities, years of unnecessary expenses, years of financial pressure that could have been reduced. Imagine saving an extra $200 per month. For some retirees, that's enough to cover groceries. For others, it pays utility bills. For others, it creates breathing room in a budget that already feels stretched. And while no single program will solve every financial challenge, multiple programs combined can create a significant difference. That's why awareness matters. Because opportunities only help the people who know they exist. If there's one takeaway from today's video, it's this. Never assume you've already explored every benefit available to you. Never assume you earn too much. Never assume someone would have notified you. Ask questions. Research local programs. Contact your state agencies. Review your benefits regularly. The few hours you spend investigating could potentially save you thousands of dollars over the years ahead. And for retirees living on fixed incomes, that kind of savings can have a life-changing impact. If you found this information useful, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week we break down retirement strategies, Social Security updates, senior benefits, and financial opportunities that many Americans never hear about. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.